As you know, as I'm aware, this is a huge problem of our time. It is a massively, unfortunately, common problem. And a year ago, you were invited to the Duggars' home and spoke to the children about sexual abuse. Why do you think, did they tell you why they brought you in? And I'm wondering how the children reacted.
Well, I had just got done speaking at a child abuse conference in Arkansas that they happened to be attending. And after the event, they came up to me and said, "Erin, I know it's late, but is there any way you can come into our home and talk to our children about Erin's Law, a law that I've gotten now passed in 23 states that requires public schools to teach kids on sexual abuse prevention."
Didn't you think that was a sort of a strange way to ask you to come and talk to our kids about sexual abuse? I mean, talk about Erin's Law to 6-year-olds? No. How do I teach my children or identify trouble that my children may have been exposed to? Were they interested in that?
No, I think what I found was so interesting was the fact that, wow, my law goes into public schools, and here's a homeschooling family wanting to bring my message in.
I see.
And that's the one place that I can't get my message to.
I see.
So I thought this was a perfect opportunity to go into their home and maybe them help me get this message into the homeschooling community.
Were they receptive?
And so I went
how was it? Tell us what happened.
Yeah, so I went into their home that night, and I have to admit, when I walked into this home, 9 of their kids were home. You know how editing goes on any show. I thought, the house would be messy possibly because TLC wasn't there taping. The house was clean. I sat down on their couch to sit down with 9 of their kids, and the most well-behaved, respected kids I've ever met. Like, they were very receptive to my message, asking questions, and I sat there and just shared to them what Erin's Law does. If you've ever been abused, you don't keep this a secret.
Did any of them at that point come forward and say, I'm keeping a secret, or any of them say anything that tipped you off in any way?
No, nothing at all. And this was most of the younger children. Several of the older girls were away at a camp at the time.
Interesting.
So
convenient.
Jesus camp.
All right, Erin, thank you so much. Wow. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for your work. I mean, you're really doing God's work, and hats off to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.